Hi everyone, little impromptu video today. We've got another one actually tonight as well. It's not usual. I have videos out on a Wednesday. You probably know the other one. The other one is my monthly podcast with Simon. This month's is a little bit different because I'm actually in the car with Simon. Simon had to come to Liverpool for something. We have a gab about a few things, to be honest, and I have a little drive in Simon's car, so please check that out later on. That one's scheduled just after 6 p.m. this evening, but this one I'm going to try and get sorted for today as well, so you get an extra one. And the impromptu nature of this is because of what happened yesterday. I put a community post out about Loveday Ryder. The chief executive of the DVSA is stepping down. And I'd just like to have a quick chat about my thoughts on the situation. I'm a little bit disappointed she has stepped down because I'm scheduled to go to the DIA conference in Coventry on the 5th of December, and she was going to be speaking, and I would have liked to have asked her a few questions. That's not going to be the case now, but the whole situation on where the DVSA is, it's an absolute sham. I did put a little teaser on yesterday's community post about the potential privatisation of the DVSA. I'm going to go into why I think that could very well be the case and why it could happen. Did a video a couple of months back about, sorry, my dash cam is just saying protected video. I did a video. It's me saying that word. I'm saying that. I did a recording, that's better, a couple of months ago where I talked about how could the situation with the DVSA and driving test be fixed, and the conclusion that I came to would be to put the driving test up and pay the examiners more. But that's an impossibility because it's a government agency. Any civil servant, they're all paid on bands, and if you did it to the driving instructors, everyone else in different government agencies would be kicking off, and it would probably bankrupt the government if they were able to do it. So that's one of the things and one of the failings of the DVSA at the moment that Loveday Ryder didn't really have a choice in fixing. But the only way to fix it, in my opinion, would be to privatise it. If you did that, you take it out of the government's umbrella, if you like, and then they're able to go off and pay examiners more, to keep retention, and then in turn it then brings the waiting list down. And honestly, I think it would be probably one of the ways that you could fix things. Is that going to happen? I actually think it will. There you go. Simple as that. Reason being is the thinking that I've just explained about, and also I've been told by a few people within the DVSA that the rumour mill has been circulating about this for a little while, that the DVSA has been purposefully left to ruin in readiness for this privatisation. I'd hate to think that has happened, but who knows? Honestly, anyone within government and politics, I don't trust as far as I can throw them. I would never vote again, because for me it's just corruption. That's it. We're not going to go into politics on this channel. Everyone's as bad as each other. Simple as that. But that's one thing that Loveday Ryder didn't really have a big part in fixing. She wasn't able to implement the increased test fees and increased pay for the examiners, as I've suggested, would probably be the only way of fixing it. But there were many other things that she was responsible for. Let's start off with how the driving test booking system can be easily manipulated. And time after time after time after time, there was press releases from the DVSA to say, oh, here's our 7-point plan, here's our 9-point plan, whatever plan. Tell how much notice I took of them. All of these plans have been utterly useless. Certain situations and certain things that they've done have made things worse. And test waiting lists have not got better. So that one is on Loveday Ryder's shoulders. Some of the concerns regarding, or some of the concerns examiners have got regarding the tests and health and safety, what I'm getting at, you may or may not know this, but examiners do and have got concerns about the numbers of people who are taking tests in vehicles without dual controls in. And I totally get it. You're with some random person and you're in a motor that hasn't got dual controls. It's not nice. I don't know whether there's an easy fix for that, but I do know that examiners do have concerns about this. What else? Let's go with the... Excuse me a sec. Sorry, just had to make sure it's a difficult little junction. That cyclist zoomed through quite quick as well. At the end, there you go. Concentrate when you need to concentrate. So yeah, the thing that is firmly on the shoulders of Loveday Ryder is the highway code updates. Where's this sending me? It's sending me this way. I'm not going to go that way, I don't think. I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to go up here. Here I am. It's just because this roundabout's a little busy, that's all. That's all right. It allows me to sit and talk a little bit easier, that's all. Yeah, the highway code updates, 4 years old virtually now. And that's firmly within the tenure of Loveday Ryder. She was in the post nearly 5 years, and the highway code updates were a part of her initial appointment. How have they gone? No words to describe how poorly they have gone. The implementation has been awful. This guy, I should be giving him priority. Is he waiting for his mate? No, I'm going to wait for both of them. There you go. So that situation is probably the one that is of most frustration, because it causes me issues on a daily basis. I go to do it, but the amount of people who actually know these rules and should be implementing them is negligible compared to the driving public. Tiny amounts of people who actually know it. What's that down to? Is that down to Loveday Ryder? Yes. Without question. Without question. Just needed to just concentrate and make sure I wasn't going to cause any issues there. This is the changed priority roundabout in Tube Rock. I do need to slide to the left lane, so I'm just cancelling that. I'm not going to nip it out until I've got room to. Yeah, I'm good. Just chaos. Excuse me for concentrating there. This is obviously a busy situation. I'm just going to make sure safety is obviously the priority. So yeah, the updates, no good. So that one is on Loveday Ryder's shoulders. Who is going to want this job? And the answer is no one. It's a poison chalice. There's no fix to it. Unless it's the fix that I've just talked about. And the fix is privatisation, because it's the only way that you can end up paying the examiners more, like I've explained. So anyone who comes into this job from a government perspective, a civil service perspective, is not in it to fix it. They're just in it just to fill that particular role. Are we going to get a gap? Yes, we are. Hoorah. No problemo. Okay. So it makes things virtually impossible to fix in its current format, and that's it. Nothing else I can really say about that situation. What I would like to finish on, though, is, again, I'm in my Volvo. I'm off to do some instructor training. When I don't need my Focus, the proper driving school car with the dual controls in, if I'm just meeting someone in a different part of the city to go and sit in and do a lesson observation, which is what I'm doing this morning, I'll take the Volvo. Love its comfort. I love the fact that it was only 1,800 quid and you don't have to go and spend £35,000 on a brand new vehicle to then do its job. I fell in love with it, I really have. I'm actually going to be a little bit sad to see it go. If you didn't know, there are many people who have commented on the video that didn't realise it's up for raffle at this very moment. I don't expect everyone to watch every single video, but it's up for raffle. I've given it to the charity that myself and Liz are supporting by running the London Marathon, James Bulger Memorial Trust, and you've got until the 1st of December to get yourself a raffle ticket. Raffle tickets are only £5. Every single penny is going straight to the charity. It's not after I've cleared what it's cost me. No, I've just given it. I don't want any gratification off anyone for that. It's just my choice. If there's something that I can do to aid a charity and aid people who are in need, and the charity primarily helps out younger people who have been involved in crime through no fault of their own, and they give them support and respite. So it is a cracking charity. But if you can afford a £5, if you haven't done already, please go and get yourself a ticket. I'm going to leave a link in the description. We've sold probably about, I think it's about 170 tickets as of today. We've still got a long time left, but that 170 tickets isn't enough. I've got to try and make sure that I cover at least the cost of the car, because if we don't, it's a little bit of a disappointment, because we've just sold the car and give the money to the charity. So we're trying to push 400 tickets at a £5 each. That's £2,000. I'll be happy if that's the case. So if you haven't done, please, please, please help me support this charity. And if you can spare a £5, go and get yourself a ticket. A chance to win this car. It's a cracker. In any case, I'm just going to help this lady out. Off you go. You're quite all right. Yeah, this is the bus depot. We need to keep these bus drivers as well. We're not going to go into the politics of bus drivers and bus companies and how we need more drivers and keeping them in jobs as well. That's another discussion for another day. But in any case, that's me done. I've got to get down to Wavertree. I've got about 15 minutes before I'm there. I'll try and get this video out to you later on today. I've got a little bit of time, although I've got a few things I need to go and try and organise. Ashley never stops. I will see you soon.